up, what do you nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's manga nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Magi, Sinbad no Bouken chapter 142. And last chapter, oh my god, Saradine left for Parthivia, and I just am like, oh my god, Saradine, you are falling into the trap of becoming a dark point. She is. And this is the beginning of the end for her. It really is. And at the end of the chapter, Barbarossa showed up. But before I get to the chapter, I want to mention Drakken is fucking awesome. You would think he would have left with Saradine, but no. Drakken said that he's loyal to Sinbad. I mean, for crying out loud, he transformed into a dragon because of his loyalty to Sinbad. Or I should say to the house of Sinbad, if you think about it. So, I major props for him. Anyway, let's get to this chapter and see what the fuck Barbarossa wants. And this chapter is called Halfway to the Dream. So, can you explain what's happening, Sinbad? This is bad. Oh, Drakken knows this is bad. If his answer isn't convincing enough, our relationship with Barbarossa will get ruined, and we might not even be able to create our country. Oh god, I got a feeling. I got a bad feeling about this. I got a feeling this is the chapter where the war is going to start with against Barbarossa. I just got this feeling. I've known from the beginning that your company had all sorts of different people, like children who used to be slaves. I've never spoken against whoever you wanted to employ before, but when it involves someone who's wanted, that's a different story. Uh-oh. This man caused a ruckus in the royal palace. He kidnapped the princess. He's wanted. He's a huge criminal, meaning he's an enemy to Parthivia. So it's obvious that you should have reported this to me, correct? Woo! Oh, this is good. Drakken got busted. He got busted. Actually, no. Good words, Barbarossa, but that happened while you still served the palace, right? You are now the leader of the National Independence Party. Someone like you who separates politics from issues with the palace should have no reason to pursue a fugitive of the royalty. After all, you said so yourself. I do not... Oh... Sinbad got you there, motherfucker. I do apologize for not explaining sooner, but Drakken is a member of my company. Even if he is a huge criminal, I think we have to take into account how talented he is and all he can offer us. These are my and the company's thoughts on the matter, Barbarossa. Ooh, everyone's just like, what the fuck did you just say, Sinbad? I see. That's right, Sinbad. I think the same way. I have no intention of taking him with me. Sinbad's like, what? What? I'm kind of shocked by this. Like, what the fuck? Really, Barbarossa? I'm really shocked by this. I thought that he was going to at least try. But anyway, were you on high alert? Yes. I got a feeling Barbarossa is playing with Sinbad, because remember, Sinbad was doing the same kind of technique in Labyrinth of Magic before we went to the Sacred Palace. He was doing this shit to Aladdin and Alibaba. Fuck, he's still doing this shit to Aladdin and Alibaba. So there you go. What a shame. I truly don't care about something like that these days. Besides, I've known the direction you take from the beginning. Like the Shamlash traders working for you, or my little brother's deal of hiding Princess Saradine here. I was waiting for you to talk to me about it, but you just kept going. I figured this was a good opportunity, so I gave you a chance. He knew? Of course Barbarossa knew! Of course Barbarossa knew! Barbarossa's a goddamn troll. He is a goddamn troll. Like, I swear to God, a combination of Barbarossa and Fallon are responsible for creating the troll that is Sinbad. Well, actually, David is more responsible for that as well. David's been you know what? I have to wonder. I honestly have to wonder this, especially what we found out in the most recent chapter of Magi, is was David pulling the strings on Barbarossa as well? Because that would make so much sense. And that would just like raise the level of trolling on David. Like it just would. But anyway, all the while looking the other way. But I haven't seen Princess Saradine yet. It's expected with her hostility towards me, it's natural that she'd be hidden. No, she isn't here because she herself left the company. This morning we found a message from her. If you have any doubts, go into the other room and read her letter yourself. I have no reason to lie. I see. Oh, I hate that he has the same face as Seto Kaiba. Like, because I love Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh! And I really want to punch Barbarossa in the face for having the same, like, basically the same exact face as my man's. And I fucking hate Barbarossa. Stop playing around, Barbarossa. If you were aware of everything, then surely you already knew this. Princess Saradine has royal blood and a will of her own. She wants to make Parthivia into what it was before. I knew that, and at first I agreed to help her, but in the end I quit because I met you and got to know you. I understood that there was no need to have royal blood in order for a government to work. That impressed me. The way the current Parthivia is, the way to change this world. With this in mind, I joined forces with you. I chose you, which I got a feeling, I agree to an extent with what Barbarossa is doing, but the thing is, the way Barbarossa is going about it is just terrible. It is. Like, the concept, like, the way Alibaba did it in Balbad was the right way to go. The way that it's going on right now in Parthivia is just awful. It is. So now I have no intentions of lying to you, nor betraying you. But another thing I want to mention here is I'm curious what you nerdigans think. Because, like, I feel like Barbarossa, like, the thing that's going on with Barbarossa, it was inspired, the elections and shit was inspired by the Nazi party. Because it really feels like it to me. I think I mentioned it a while back, or a few chapters ago, or like many chapters ago. I don't remember how many chapters to be exact, but it really honestly feels like to me that this was inspired by the Nazi party, especially when Barbarossa said to Sinbad, mentioned to Sinbad about purging what he considered the non-pure Parthivians. And when we saw him experimenting on the people from the Parthivians from Sinbad's home village, that's what it really made me think of. So I'm curious what you nerdigans think about that as well. Anyway, you've changed. You express yourself as one who's above all others. That's what it is. What are you going to do, Junior? You hated me to the point of wanting to kill me. Do you really want to ally yourself with the enemy? What happened, Junior? Sinbad is my king now. Even if dealing with the former enemy, I will obey his rules. Also, my name is Drakken. You've also changed, Junior. And you know why he said this? Why Drakken said this? Because remember, the weapon he got, or the vessel he got, the king vessel he got, was from Sinbad. He's part of the house of Sinbad. So there you go. He ain't part of your house, Barbarossa, so fuck you. Princess Saradine, is there really no problem to just walk away from the company like that? Don't worry, it's okay. There's nothing left for me to do there, and to get what I want, I have to move forward. Let's go, Sahir, Tamara. And thus the Sindria company kept going steady towards its goal of creating a kingdom, with every expectation intertwining. And so a year passes by. Oh my god, we're getting a year time skip. Holy shit. So next chapter, I'm curious. I thought the war was going to start this chapter. I'm really, really curious if next chapter is when the war is going to really start. Like, honestly, I'm really, really curious. I'm curious what you nerdigans think about that. And what did you think about this confrontation between Drakken and Barbarossa? Did you think, I'm curious, did you honestly think that Barbarossa really knew that Drakken was there? Or did you think he was just trying to keep his cool? and just it was toying with them. Like, part of me is thinking the latter more than the former. But I'm curious what's going to happen next, because remember, they're trying to create a dark point here. They are. So I got a feeling like I have a feeling that Sinbad is biding his time. He is. He's biding his time and waiting for the right time to strike. But like, part of me thinks that his regret, because the main thing we're trying to figure out right now, is especially in relation to what's going on in Labyrinth of Magic right now, is what is Sinbad's biggest regret. And what part of me is thinking is that he chose Barbarossa over Saradine, because Saradine is right. Like, in a way, he should have chose Saradine because of what Barbarossa was saying about the purge. But like, part of me is thinking, like, underneath it all, that Sinbad knows that what he's doing is wrong, and he's just giving him a poker face. He's just he's just biding his time. But I'm curious what you nerdigans think about this. Like, what do you think? Do you think that was Sinbad's biggest regret, or do you think it's possibly something else? And what do you think about what Drakken said to Barbarossa? I loved it. That was so freaking awesome. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing and want to contribute to the Nerdigans Inc. expansion, there's a few ways you can do that. You could donate to the Nerdigans Inc. PayPal, Patreon, or purchase something off the Nerdigans Inc. Amazon wishlist. All those links are in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on the Twits, aka Twitter. Follow my Twitch channel and friend me on PlayStation Network. All that's in the description box below as well. And until next time, Nerdigans, I'll be seeing you later.